Hey, Viola Rules here, and welcome back to Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. So in the last episode, we found out that Kokichi is the mastermind of this whole entire thing. The world was basically bombed by the stars, by meteorites, everything is destroyed, and apparently we were Earth's last attempt to try and salvage what was left of humanity. We were sent in a spaceship to go find a new planet, and basically, restart humanity on the new planet, but we got hijacked by Kokichi and his weird plans, sent back to Earth so we could see the despair of everything, and I don't really know what we're doing now, because we're just sort of left to our own devices. Kaido has been locked away in the Estes hangar for misbehaving, and yeah, also the achievement I got last time was The Truth is Out There, which you just get for playing through the story and finding out the truth of the outside world, so... Anyway, the whole truth was revealed, the conclusion. This is the end. There is no outside world. We're the only humans left alive. Trying to get outside was pointless, and we played the killing game for it. It was all meaningless. That's the conclusion. Nonsense. So, what did all the others die for then? So this is the despair that Gonta felt. So much despair you want to die. It really is just like that. If it's like this, it would have been better if I died a lot earlier. Then it's all over now. That's true. This is the end of everything. Our story ends here. There will be no more death, no more killing game. It's all pointless. The truth is, we all should have just died a long time ago. Because I remember one of the memories we had for a second was, I want to die with everyone else. I wonder if maybe that's tied to this in some way, like us knowing when we had our memories what the Earth was like, or would be like, that it would be destroyed and everything. But who knows, because I sort of feel like Kokichi's pulling our leg in some way. He can't be the total mastermind. Please do not have a free time segment right now. I don't even remember how I got back to my room. Probably walking with your own two legs, but I get what you mean. But before I knew it, I felt my body in the bed. No. I didn't want to sleep. I just wanted to run away from the despair, but the sleep came anyway. And we have a Monokuma Theater segment. Did you know that when you talk to someone on a cell phone, you're not hearing their real voice? And we have a reference to the Titanic here. Their voice is converted to synthetic sound while you're both communicating, by breaking down their voice into various waveform patterns. The phone resembles those patterns to recreate characteristics of the speaker's voice. This reduces the amount of voice data that needs to be sent to make the call possible. Also, you know how shaved ice has flavored syrups such as strawberry, melon, and lemon? Wait, what? They're all the same flavor. The only difference is the aroma and the food coloring dye. Do you think these facts are lies? Do you deny that these facts are lies? What would the world be like if all lies were denied outright? I bet it would be a very lonesome world. It would be a very lonesome world. Lies are what make the world go round. Assuming that Kokichi is taking control of Monokuma, or has been controlling him this whole time, well, I don't know what to think, because Monokuma's just disappeared off the face of the Earth, or this spaceship, I guess. I still think that our leg is being pulled in some way. Monokuma must not be here anymore. There's no point to morning announcements now. So, it's really over. There's no point to this killing game anymore. Because there's no reason to go outside. There's no reason to keep living. There's no reason to live. 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 Do not lose your sanity right now, Suichi. This is an epilogue. All that's left is to take up time. What a boring story. There's nothing I can do anymore. Yep, totally the end. I wonder. what everyone else is doing. We should probably go to the dining hall. So what, are we just sleeping? Is that it? No. Hey, we have a visitor. Thank God. Or, no, wait, that's the nighttime announcement. What? We stayed in bed all day? Are you kidding me, Suichi? I get that you're feeling bad, but get up and do something. I wonder what Kaido is doing.
Okay.
That's right. I wonder if Kaido is okay. Is he... It's no use. My mind isn't working, and my body... If you're searching for the meaning of life, you're already doing it wrong. I feel like I should know what this is referencing, but I don't. Probably just a generic zombie movie. Anyway, your life doesn't need a meaning. It just needs a purpose. In other words, you just need something to live for. You can live for spending time with loved ones or chasing dreams. You can even live for eating delicious food or playing games. Most people can get by as long as they have something to live for. If you say Danganronpa is your reason to live, I couldn't be happier. It's been a real pleasure doing business with you. It's been a real pleasure doing business with you too, Monokuma. I do enjoy the Danganronpa games, and I wonder when we're going to progress the story and move forward. Because it has come to a standstill, and I'm starting to get a little bit bored. And I get that's the point. Everybody thinks it's pointless to do anything at this point. But I know we're not done with this chapter yet. It's morning. Let me guess you don't care? How long have I been like this? I should get up, or I might not ever get up again. I don't care. If I just kill my... Oh, hello.
Huh?
What? My body reacted reflexively as I heard the doorbell. Somewhat surprised that I even managed to get out of bed, I went to the door. Who could it be? Please be Maki. On my feet for the first time in a long while, I walked uneasily to the door. I slowly opened it and... Hi, Maki. You look terrible. Maki?
Hey.
Go take a shower or something. Anything to help your face. I'll be in the dining hall with everyone else.
Huh?
Everyone?
Okay.
I'll be waiting, so hurry up. Ooh, we're still scheming? Maki spoke curtly and left. Everyone is waiting in the dining hall? I guess I should go. I hurried and took a hot shower, then left my room. Oh, and I have to walk there myself. Okay, I'll meet you guys there. Okay, so I've arrived at the dining hall. Apparently the song playing right now is Rise of the Ultimates. Heartless Journey, actually. Everyone was in the dining hall, except Kokichi and Kaito. But mentally, they weren't really there. The life had gone out of their eyes. Everyone here looks terrible. Really? Even I look terrible? Well, your face always looks like that. What are we talking about? We're discussing how we want to die, right? What? I don't want to go without suffering. Maki, can you do something about that? Sure, but before that, take a look at this. Is that a flashback light? What? When did you get that? Maki, why do you have that? It was on top of the table when I went to the dining hall this morning. It was just sitting there? Kokichi probably just put it there. To confirm the truth, perhaps? If we use that flashback light, we may recover memories that corroborate his story. So we're supposed to use the flashback light to confirm the truth Kokichi told us? We don't need to confirm anything. We saw the outside world for ourselves.
Hey.
Do you want to die comfortably? I can help you, but we should check this flashback light first. What? Why do we have to do that? It's the only thing we can do right now. If we're going to die, then we might as well do anything we can. We'll have no regrets that way.
That's right.
And even if it is dangerous, it wouldn't matter anymore, right? Either way, there's nothing for us to lose. We don't have any hope left. So, let's do what we can. Well, okay. Things won't end up any worse than they already are. So, when you kill me, will it be like I'm falling asleep? Then it's decided. Kibo, Suichi, are you fine with that? Yes, very well then.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Flashback light for the last time, and thus it was decided, fairly painlessly. Flashback light suddenly appeared. Nothing could be more obvious and suspicious. But because our spirits were already broken, we had nothing to lose anyway.
Hey.
Okay, I'm going to turn it on. Maki switched on the flashback light, and at that moment, the world flipped upside down, turned inside out. Here we go. It's been a while since we've seen this, huh? That's it. I remember. Everything is connected. And we had forgotten. We had forgotten that everything is connected. Hope's Academy. It all started at that academy. A government-backed school that nurtured the most talented students in various subjects. Hope's Academy. In the event that tore the school apart, changed the world. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. It triggered a wave of terrorism and war across the world, humanity's true despair. Half the world was destroyed by a result of the terrible violence. And that tragedy was caused by a single high school girl. Yep, Junko Enoshima. Yep, there she is, the ultimate despair, Junko Enoshima. And her sister too, but mainly her. She used whatever means necessary to paint the world in despair. The killing game of the 78th class of Hope's Academy was the same way, reference to the first game. Trapped by the ultimate despair, forced into a killing game. But after Junko Enoshima died, the case was closed and the world began to slowly recover. But Junko's disciples, the remnants of despair, weren't done sowing chaos, which is the second game's reference. The Future Foundation fought against them, trying to restore order. The war between hope and despair grew more and more extreme. The fight raged on, but came to a sudden end. And, right then, it was from then on that we remembered. It was the beginning of our truth. One day, terrible despair suddenly rained from the sky. A countless number of meteorites fell upon the world, carrying an unknown virus. Emboldened by the overwhelming despair, the remnants cried, "Humanity deserves damnation." The Future Foundation was overwhelmed by the renewed despair and quickly lost influence. Oh, okay. But then, Makoto Naegi, together with the former members of the Future Foundation, started the Gopher Project at Hope's Academy. Oh, Makoto was the head of it. Only genius can overcome nature, and only hope can overcome despair. Our young geniuses must escape this earth to become the seeds of the future. That is the only hope for humanity. With those principles, the Gopher Project began, and 16 Hope's Peak students were selected. Which, again, were us. We were those 16 students. That's it. We weren't all attending different high schools. We were all attending the rebuilt Hope's Peak Academy. We were the students that applied after learning Hope's Peak was rebuilt. And the new Hope's Peak was like the last in that it accepted applications for talented students and cultivated ultimate talents. Hope's Peak Academy was a large school, so we were all in separate classes. Oh, but we were all students of Hope's Peak Academy. Right. From the candidates, the 16 of us were selected for the Gopher Project because... No, we weren't selected. We were the only ones left. The mysterious virus from the meteorites had spread rapidly around the world. The entire world was on the brink of extinction. Hope had almost triumphed, but cruel despair came roaring back to overtake the world. But we just happened to be immune to the virus. Oh. That was the reason why we were chosen for the Gopher Project. Wait, why were we immune though? I finally remembered. That world, this world, it's all connected.
That's it!
Everyone, did you all remember?
Yes.
Yes, I can vividly recall everything now. Yeah? Why, how could we forget something so important? Yeah. We were students of Hope's Peak Academy. We were the symbols of hope entrusted with the survival of humanity. Except for one person. Kokichi Oma, the mastermind behind this killing game, his organization's real identity.
They were the remnants of despair.
That's right. The cult organization out to destroy the Gopher Project. If Kokichi is the leader, that means he controls the remnants of despair.
I sort of had a hunch that the 5 monocubs were the 5 survivors of the remnants of despair from the second game. So this sort of confirms it, but why did they suddenly want to turn against Kokichi? That doesn't make any sense. Well, maybe it makes sense? I don't know. I haven't learned enough yet.
He is the closest to the ultimate despair.
Yeah, closest, but not quite. It's so obvious. A killing game like this can only be done by the remnants of despair.
Class trials. Monokuma. Students of Hope's Peak Academy. It's all just like Junko Enoshima's killing game.
Yep.
Only someone who worships the ultimate despair would replicate that killing game.
Which means that this killing game is just like the one that came before. It's a battle between hope and despair. A killing game that mires hope in dark despair.
Got a minute?
Wait, hold on. If this was such an important killing game, then why didn't Kokichi abandon it? Oh, then why did Kokichi abandon it? That's also something the remnants of despair would do. They admire Junko Enoshima, right? He made an elaborate plan that caused us to despair, but he got bored of that plan. Yeah, and Junko Enoshima's one of her traits is that she gets bored extremely easily.
Jeez.
Wanting to feel the despair of your plan being ruined. That's the ultimate despair for you.
Hey!
What's wrong, Maki?
So what?
Nothing. I'm just not convinced.
It's okay.
It's probably fine, though. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
Are you sure? We finally learned the truth, but we still can't do anything. Even if we get out of this academy, the outside world is still destroyed. There's no hope left for us. No, we just need to become that hope. Huh? What's with you all of a sudden?
Lost.
If all hope is lost, then it's up to us to become that hope. After all, we're students of Hope's Peak Academy, aren't we? We're all that's left of those 16 who survived the battle between hope and despair.
Listen closely.
If we give up now, everyone who fought on the side of hope will have fought for nothing.
True.
Fought for nothing.
Got it.
That's what my inner voice is telling me. Oh, I get it. I think I get it. Your inner voice is probably Makoto Naegi, who is the ultimate hope, if you didn't know that, if you haven't seen the first game. That no matter what, I cannot abandon hope. I cannot give up. Yes, that's what it's urging me to do. So I will not despair, even if it's only a little. I will move forward with hope.
Okay.
Kibo.
Listen closely.
Right now, there's no use in thinking about whether our lives have meaning or not. Because as long as we're alive, we still have the power to decide that meaning for ourselves. That's what I believe hope is. That's what hope is. I see. Yeah, you're right. We're the students of the new Hope Speak Academy, rebuilt as a symbol of hope. If we, the students of Hope, Speak give up, the world will really be plunged into despair.
You're right.
I got it. In the end, it's all about willpower. I'm gonna live till the end and never give up. You won't be able to do anything in that destroyed world.
Great, huh?
But making the impossible possible is what magic is all about. It's a pain, but it'll be worth it. I'll live for 100 million more years. You guys, you're right. Let's do it.
All right.
Let's fight together against despair. Yes, as long as we stand together without giving in to despair, we will find a new hope. We all stood in unison. We each felt the power of hope coursing through us, driving our bodies. The hope born in this academy, a tree of life with roots deep down. It was supporting each and every one of us. Motivation is rushing through my entire body. This is the power of hope. With a laugh like that, you sound less like a mage and more like a wicked witch. Kokichi may have left that flashback leg to make us give up. But if that was his plan, it failed. It's true, it does seem as though Kokichi's plan went wrong somewhere. The only person who can give us flashback lights is Kokichi. So, what's our plan now? What are we going to do about Kokichi?
That's right.
We gotta stop you-know-who, the remnant of despair, or this despair will never end. We have to save Kaido, too.
You're right.
Yeah, of course.
You're right.
He's so stupidly positive. He's just the kind of guy we need at a time like this.
That's right.
With Kaido by our side encouraging us, then even if we are the only people left, I think we can still find a new hope. Yeah, that's exactly right. I knew that, even in a situation like this, he'd think of something. The problem is, where are Kokichi and Kaido?
It's okay.
They're in the Esaskull hangar. Both of them? Kokichi did say that Kaido would be trapped in there, but by chance, I happened to see Kokichi leaving the hangar during nighttime yesterday. By chance? Really?
Right.
I bet the truth is you were worried about Kaido and were watching the hangar all day. Yep. Looks like that was the case.
So what?
It's not like I was worried about Kaido or anything, I just had nothing else to do. Also, I'm used to watching others, so it wasn't any trouble. It's important for assassins to watch their targets and think of ways to kill them. Stop. We were just getting mushy, but you had to make it all bloody instead.
100%.
We do know they're in the Esaskull hangar, but how do we get them out?
By the way,
The hangar has an alarm system that will go off if anyone approaches the shutter. On top of that, Kokichi has the alarm remote key to shut off that alarm system. And there's also an electric barrier, right? You need to do something about that too. Yes, but even approaching the control panel will set off the alarm too. So many problems right from the start. What should we do?
Okay.
It'll be fine. I think I know how to stop the alarm system and the electric barrier. You do? Does she have an idea? I suppose so. But we'll figure out what that idea is next time. So it looks like everybody's ready to go to the Esaskull hangar, save Kaido, and confront Kokichi and have hope win over despair. Though, I'm a little bit iffy about this, to be honest. Because, I don't know, it's just weird that Kokichi would put himself in the room with Kaido. I mean, even if Kaido is tied up, there's still a lot of stuff in there that's dangerous. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like. Also be sure to like my Facebook page and follow me on Twitter, as well as support my Patreon and check out my reaction channel. All those links will be in the description below. And subscribe for more. If you are subscribed or a new subscriber right now, be sure to hit that bell icon so you get notified when I upload videos. This is Viola Rules, signing off. Talk to you later.